Hello everybody, hoping you're doing amazing. Personally, I'm fine. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. So today we are doing traditional vegetable. First of all, we have our pumpkin leaves over here, and this other one, I don't know the name in English, but in Swahili it's called mrenda. If you know the name in English, let me know in the comment section. So I lost the video on how to remove the leaves one by one, but of course after doing the removal we have to be washing our vegetables. So each and every time you're doing your cooking, ensure you wash your vegetables well and rinse them well until every dirt is out of them. Whether you buying them from the market or plucking them from your own garden, ensure they are super duper clean. Reason being, such vegetables normally hold some soil in them. So if you don't do proper washing before you cut them, then there's a high possibility that you'll be going to eat the soil, or you'll just be feeling uncomfortable as you eat because you'll be chewing the food including the soil. So ensure it's all done and it's clean. And then after washing my pumpkin leaves, I'm here with my blender. I also wash them nicely. And something I noticed, some people normally do their traditional vegetables by just washing and putting them in the sufuria to boil. Personally, I do the cutting of each and every vegetable that I buy. So for those who normally cook their traditional vegetables by just putting the sufurias, let me know how you normally handle the pumpkin leaves, because for the pumpkin leaves they're a little bit large and they're somehow rough. So how do you normally handle the pumpkin leaves? For me, I cut the pumpkin leaves. Actually, I started with the mrenda. I also cut the mrenda. Some people don't cut the mrenda, but personally I do, because I like it when it's seamless. I eat it seamlessly, you know. And that's how I like my vegetables done. So in this combination of mrenda and pumpkin leaves, there are lots and lots of other vegetables you can add in. A lot of them, I just don't know their names in English. I know their names in my own language. So you can add lots of them, and the outcome will still be the same, provided you put more mrenda than all the other vegetables, so that it becomes soft when you're doing the cooking. So after cutting our mrenda, here we are having our pumpkin leaves. This is what we're going to be cutting next. So we want to put them into those very tiny pieces. So some people normally arrange their vegetables one by one, like perfectly. Personally, I just hold them, cut across and put them level up there so that I start cutting, because arranging them, I feel that is just lots and lots of waste of time. So that's why even my skuma wiki, some people just arrange them one by one. Personally, after washing and removing the stalk, I just hold, cut wherever it can cut, just to level, and then I hold them in one level, and then I start cutting from up there. I think it has been really working amazing for me, saving my time, and of course the outcome is still the same. For most people who live in towns or in urban areas, normally you go to the market and then you have your vegetables cut before you carry them home. Personally, that only I do for skuma wiki sometimes, but mostly for this traditional vegetable, I make sure I do them by myself, because so many pests normally love this vegetable. Sometimes you'll find the aphids, I think they call aphids, or armyworm something. You'll find them within the vegetables. So if you go to the market and you know that person is a business person, their work is just to put them in the water very fast, wash them hurriedly, and then cut them very fast so that they can serve the next customer. So that's why I normally go buy them, and I buy them early enough so that I have all the time to come preparing them, removing the leaves one by one, and ensuring there are no animals within the vegetables, and then wash them well and cut them how I want them. So after cutting all this, you're going to prepare our water where we're going to be putting them. So first of all, you just put the water and ensure it boils. So as it boils, you put some salt, though it didn't show in this video. You put some salt to help the vegetables become soft when you're boiling them, and of course have a taste. It's good to boil your salt when cooking, not putting the salt after cooking. So here we have our vegetables that started boiling, and the good thing about this vegetable, how you cook it, as you continue boiling it, you stir it, like after every minute, or after every 3 minutes of boiling, you stir. 3 minutes you stir, 3 minutes you stir, like that is how it becomes soft. And that is how it doesn't stick. It doesn't literally stick or burn at the bottom. So as we prepare our vegetable, we have our water here for ugali. So whatever gets ready first, we're going to go with that. If our vegetable get fully cooked first, you're going to do the frying. But if our water gets ready first, and then we're going to do the ugali. So we do both. We have to cover it, as I said. I don't know where I got this plate. Actually, it's just some random plate in my kitchen. So we cover the vegetable good enough. Our water for ugali is ready, and we're doing our ugali. So when you're doing your ugali, some people normally hit the bottom of the sufuria with that cooking stick. Be very gentle when you're doing your food, so you don't hit the bottom. All right. So there our ugali was ready, and I like it somehow burnt to that brownish. Like, I think you can see the brownish in the sufuria. You don't burn the sufuria so much, just a little. When it's starting to burn, you remove the ugali. I think from there it's well done, and you have to do your ugali round and nice, so that even the presentation is awesome. All right. Then from there, we cover this ugali because we haven't done our vegetables, so we don't want it to get so cold or cool down. So after making it round nicely like this one, that's it. That's our ugali, hot and looking nice. It looks yummy. So we put it aside, and of course we cover it with the sufuria, the same sufuria that we used to cook it. Reasons why we are covering it with the same sufuria and not a cleaner sufuria is to maintain the heat, of the ugali, so it doesn't cool down so fast. If you use a clean sufuria, the sufuria is cold. Remember, it's a good conductor of heat. So the good conductors of heat also lose heat very fast. So that's the point. It's science. Also used in the kitchen. So here we are now getting our ingredients ready. Our onion. By the way, I normally use this onion when doing the traditional vegetables only. I don't know what you normally do. I don't know which one. I don't know if you use the bulb onion, but normally I don't use the bulb onion when doing traditional vegetable. This is the onion I use. Let me know, what is the name of this onion? Is it the grass onion or whatever? What do you call this onion? This is the onion I normally use. And then I cut my tomatoes, getting them ready to fry my vegetables. Someone would ask why I was doing a lot of voiceovers. Reason was because there was lots of music and lots of noise in the background. So because of copyright issues, I had to mute some parts of the video and mostly use my voice over to cover the silent parts. So I hope you understand. Sorry for that anyways. So at this point, you cut our tomatoes, cut them nicely. Make sure they're sliced in very small pieces, because we want them to get cooked properly when you're cooking until they're paste like. So we make sure they're in cubes. Then we also cut our onions in that manner. Make sure they're in those cubes because we want decent meal. Okay. So the water we put in the vegetable is now totally drained. Now this is how the vegetable should be looking like when it's now ready to be fried. Some people normally just put salt and eat it this way, so it depends with how you love your vegetables done. Personally, I just have to fry some onions, put some tomatoes to give it that good aroma. So here we are preparing our onions and getting them ready to do the cooking. So after putting our tomatoes, we add some little salt. Remember, we had put some in the vegetables, so we don't have to put a lot. We're just adding a little to help soften the tomatoes. So just a little, and then of course we're going to cover, right? And instead of putting down the fire, I put it up. I think I was just in a hurry to make it ready very fast, and there it was, simmering, and it was getting really ready to cook. After adding our vegetables, ensure you stir it well, mix it well with the ingredients. So some people normally ask me why I don't give the exact amount of ingredients I put in my food. In Africa, we don't really give exact measurement of the ingredients because we've been just brought up to do the cook, and we normally do the cooking so well without even doing the measurements. Just use your eyes, see that from your judgment this is enough for this, okay? So after that little simmering, we can add some milk, and this is a practice I've seen since my childhood, adding some milk into the traditional vegetables. Some people normally don't add because they don't take milk completely, but some people also don't add milk because they don't like it with milk. But I tell you, those who don't add milk, who eat it without milk, try with milk. It tastes amazing. It gives it a different vibe. So from here, I arrange my plates because now the vegetable is ready for supper, and this is the only thing I'm gonna be eating for supper. Most of the time I like eating just this vegetable. Some people will put beef, some will put chicken, some will put fish, but I just like eating it like vegetable only, and with no much ingredients, just onion and tomatoes, just like that. It makes it taste amazing. Then here we do a little mixing because the vegetable is prone to sticking at the bottom of the sufuria. So after this end, guys, we're just about to end our video. So the next part, we're going to be taking it to the to the table. And this sufuria, you can easily carry it. You can see it's a sufuria and it's a bowl. You can cook with it and also serve with it, so you don't have to transfer it into other bowls. That's the beauty of this cookware. I told you can DM me in my Instagram. And then we have this, that is what helps it to be on the table so that it doesn't burn your table. So up to this end, thank you so much for watching, and until we meet again in the next video, bye bye.